ladies and gentlemen, to the number one podcast on the planet, the most necessary podcast on the planet. I asked the people, is this like, hey, I'm thinking about stopping the show, and somebody said, I will literally fucking come to your house and blow my brains out on your front step if you do that. So I have no choice. I apologize. I have no choice but to do the show for the rest of time, I guess, or until that person, inevitably blows their brains out anyway. Because if they were that close, if the only thing they're hanging on to is this podcast, then God help them. But yep, that's a very real thing that happened. Somebody said that they were going to blow their brains out if I stopped the show. We got big fans of this podcast. And rightfully so. This is a good fucking podcast, okay? This podcast helps solve so many problems that people have, and just like big problems, like, in the world, like hunger and, just general poverty and like homelessness and mental health this helps people with mental health, like in a way that I can't even quantify how much this helps people with their mental health. It probably does in a way, because they realize that they're not as mentally ill as other people, per se. The host of this podcast, they're just like, while they're listening to it, they're like, wow, I thought I was fucked, but clearly I'm doing pretty well comparatively. And if that's what I bring, if that's what I provide, is just a bar or a barrier, like that shows that, you're doing pretty good comparatively, then good. Then this is the show for you, just feel better about yourself. That's what this show is about. Feeling better about yourself. I went to go get my hair cut today, and I am the proud owner of a 2021 mullet. I just got it this year, brand new, running great. And I decided, that the mullet was just a little bit too bland of a haircut. I needed to juice it up a little bit, spice it up a little bit. I got sick of just having such a bland, just fucking blend into the crowd haircut, that I wanted to, add a little paprika, a little cayenne to this bitch. Let's add a little Cajun spice. Let's jerk it up. And that's a spice. Jerk is for all my white listeners, jerk is it's a Caribbean spice. It's you guys should try it. I mean, I know you guys are anti spice and anti anything that might taste good, but you guys should try that one out. So yeah, I wanted to spice it up a little bit, and so I was like, hey homie, I was just and I love my barber, so I don't know if he hears this, and it's fine. Well, we tried, and we'll get there. It's fine. It was a first draft. Unfortunately, it's my head that we were is the paper, is the project, is my fucking head. But I was thinking, we got to do some sort of lines on the side of the on the side of the mullet here. We got to do something. I wanted to, just jazz it up a little bit. I asked if we can do an American flag. He said probably not. I asked if I could do an eagle, a bald eagle soaring in the side of, the shaved down part of my mullet. And he said also no to that. He said the best he could do was those birds that are just pretty much just like two lines that are that kids would draw for a seagull or something you would see off in the distance of a shitty painting of a beach or something. And he said he could do that, which I was just like, I don't know if I want a billboard of some fucking garbage beach, the town I grew up in Wasaga Beach. Fucking they got those garbage signs everywhere, world's longest freshwater beach. Gross. They just got those shitty birds. He said he could do that, and I was like, no, I don't think that's good. See, that's the thing is, barbers are not artists, and well, I didn't even ask him to do art. I asked him if we could just do some lines, maybe some fucking, a couple of racing stripes in the side of the mullet, and I mean, boy, did he fucking butcher this. It was a, hey, I thought I came to the barber shop, not the butcher shop, is what I should have said to him as I was leaving. And it would have got that exact same reaction that it just got in this room right now. It would have been the exact same me saying that in a room full of barbers and other people getting their haircut as it would have been, as it was, just me saying that alone in my room. People would have just looked at me and just been like, hey, get the fuck out of our establishment, please. Yeah, completely fucking, like, dude, I was like, just do the lines. Homie does like a thick line. Yo, why would that, I mean, don't you have to have like an eye for shit? If you're a barber, like at least a little bit, you're supposed to have some sort of like fucking, eye for like, what kind of looks good, what fucking, this line is way too thick, dude. This guy went like a centimeter. Hey, a centimeter, bro. What are we doing here? That's way too much. So then I was like, I just want like a smaller one, like half line underneath. And that one looks fine on my left side, but not that great on my right side. It's a little bit thicker. It's all over the place. The line on the right side of my head like kind of bends and like is all fucked up. It looks insane. And it's fine. It was a first draft. Like I said, well, we'll go back to the drawing board. That is my fucking head, apparently. And we'll try again next time. And, we're going to do 3 small lines next time, maybe, and we'll get this right. But, dude, I have to own it now. And there's nothing I could do about it now. I have to own it. But I was just like, dude, without even, like, I was fucking, like, embarrassed to, be at my house. I was, like, wearing hats around my house in case my roommate sees it. It was just like, hey, what the fuck? Your head's fucked. That would destroy me because I already think it's fucked. I don't need, and somebody else confirms it to me, even though I already know. Somebody said, hey, oh, dude, somebody actually, I don't, like, they might have been being serious, but now I hate this person. They were like, hey, nice haircut. Hey, I know you're a lady, but would you like to fight me? Would you like to have a physical altercation with me? Don't say that to me right now. I don't like this haircut. It looks bad. Don't say nice haircut to me. Because now, that is a sarcastic statement that I must follow up with violence. Because I'm insecure about my haircut. Okay? So, and she could have been being sincere, and she probably was. Or, she's just, it's just something to say to somebody, which I don't have that bone in my body where it's just like, if I notice somebody's got a haircut, but I don't, unless it's like a dope fucking haircut, I'm not going to say anything. Good or bad. You're going to fucking say something like, hey, nice haircut. Just because they got a haircut? And it's just literally just somebody just buzzed their head. They just got like a number 1 all the way around. Hey, nice haircut, dude. Hey, your haircut looks fucking really good. Some bald guy. Hey, really nice haircut, man. I like your cut. What did you do? Where do you go? He's like, I go to my bathroom and just take a fucking Gillette shaver to my head. Oh, wow. Well, it looks good. It looks really good, Dave. I don't know. For some reason, just picture the bald guy being named Dave. Yeah. So, it's fine. I'm dealing with a case of, not liking your haircut, which is a classic. Everybody can relate to that. And I want to wear hats all the time. And I can at most places. But, what are you going to do? It's fine, I guess. I have to just own it now and just like every time I have to just bring it up and people aren't even thinking about it. I just have to bring it up, like I'm working. The dude's like, all right, well, before we get started today, everybody, I would like to off the top, acknowledge the fact that I understand that the guy made the lines too big on the side of my head and it's probably very distracting and noticeable. People are just like, we have no idea what you're talking about. We didn't like, it looks fine. And I'm just like, hey, excuse me, Shelby, can you shut the fuck up, please? Don't fucking patronize me in front of all these people, okay? I know it looks fucked. I know he should, like, what you're telling me you don't notice that it's a centimeter and it should, at the most be like 2 to 3 millimeters big? Yeah, so shut the fuck up, Shelby, all right? Before I got to beat the shit out of you and the fucking other girl that said nice haircut to me. I don't want to have to fight 2 ladies on on a Wednesday. That's fucked up. I don't want to, on a Wednesday, sorry, I misspoke. I don't want to have to fight 2 ladies ever, but I'm very insecure about my haircut and If I got to get into a shoving match with a couple of fucking sturdy broads, I will. I won't hit you physically, but I'll give you I'll give you a shove. I don't know. So yeah, it's fine. We're dealing with it. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, to people in Canada. I guess, I don't know. Thanksgiving. It's fine. It's just fine. Okay. Thanksgiving's just fine. People needed more holidays to go shove shit down their fucking throats. And turkey sucks. Okay. Fuck off with the turkey. Dude, I don't care how you do it or how you say you do it or your family does it. It's just dry. Okay. The most moist bird is still the driest of all the birds, and it sucks. It's not that good. Turkey is just not very good. And it's fine. Like, I guess that people just, want to make it because it's tradition, but, some traditions don't need to exist, and we could just get rid of it. I'm more of a ham guy. I'll take a ham. I'll take a nice ham over, and ham's just fine too. It's literally just salt. It's just salt. It's just like a fucking chunk of, pork just stuffed with salt. And it's just fine. Okay. All the food. Hey, let's make briskets. Why can't we just have a nice brisket and some fried chicken? That's way better. And biscuits and like Cajun French fries. That's a good Thanksgiving meal. Sure, you can keep the mashed potatoes. Some of them are, there can be some good mashed potatoes. All right, we'll have some corn. That's fine. Corn can be good, not for you, but it can be good. It's fine. We can all get fucking corn cancer together. Yeah, it's just, I fucking hate, it's not good. Turkey's just not good. And I don't like when people pretend. Dude, I said that to my buddy one time, and he was just like, no, dude, I mean, you're just not doing it right if it's, if he's like, the way my dad does it. Hey, shut the fuck up, bro. Are you out of your goddamn mind? Oh, the way my dad does it, he does it in this one way that nobody else knows about that makes it so like wet, so that it's not like, fucking, it's not like eating chalk. It's like, that's not true. And we even asked his dad. His dad was just like, yeah, like it is, He's like, yeah, I do it a different way that makes it less dry, but it's still dry because it's a fucking turkey. And then my buddy killed himself. So, as he should, for saying something that fucking idiotic. You don't just get to make outlandish bullshit claims like that and then not have to kill yourself, because it's an honorable thing to do. Like the Japanese, whatever it's called, when they stab themselves in the stomach. He had to do that with the turkey, the turkey carving knife right in front of everybody for saying something so fucking stupid and outlandish. I was like, all right, well, hey, bud, you know the rules, man. All right. You're going to dishonor the family by saying some fucking garbage like that? Go out back and, fucking Japanese suicide yourself. We'll have Logan Paul come by to film it. And, yeah. But, yeah, turkey fucking sucks balls, okay? It is what it is. The only way to make it somewhat edible after is if you just, fucking pour it in pull it all and put it in a bowl and you fucking mix it with, some buffalo sauce and some fucking mayonnaise and you throw it on a sandwich after. And it's just not even and it's still not as good as just having a chicken. It's just what it is. Turkey's just not as good as eating a chicken. Let's just have fried chicken and brisket and pulled pork. Let's just have barbecue. So much better. Or pizza. Or just Italian. Let's just have Italian. I like that better. A nice fucking Alfredo? Nice fucking linguine Alfredo? What are we talking about here? Little fucking chicken parmesan? Dude, the options are a chicken parmesan, or a fucking cut of turkey breast. Dude, what are we talking about here? Fuck your Thanksgiving. Yeah, I just left my family Thanksgiving to, I was just like, hey, well, I was there for 10 minutes. I was like, hey, great to see everybody. No, I'm not staying for the disgusting food. I got to go podcast. Or yeah. And they're just like, oh, come on, so soon. I was like, yeah, well, you know, you guys don't understand what I'm dealing with. This person threatened to come kill themselves on my front fucking doorstep if the podcast episode isn't out on time on Monday morning. So, I mean, guys, I wish I could stay and eat this fucking disgusting dry bird with you, but you know, I just don't really enjoy spending that much time with you, and the food is gross. So, anyways, see you at Christmas. Dude, Thanksgiving would be so much more fun if families actually talked about like real issues, and not like real issues like things going on in the world. Cause I fucking hate when that happens. You know, when a bunch of dumb fucks, just regular fucking idiots that all just have jobs doing nothing, get together and start talking about things like politics and, you know, what they think's going on in the world. I think I've talked about it on this podcast before, but dude, been around a couple of those families where they just get drunk on fucking craft beers and stand in their fucking homes around like a beautiful granite like countertop that stretches across like 15 feet. Probably the countertop alone costs more than some people's homes, and they're just like discussing, you know, things about fucking just society. Like they know what the fuck's going on. Like they're not completely removed from all the people that are like struggling, and they're just standing around talking about it. Like they know anything besides, you know, being a comfortable white family in Canada, and they're just talking about, you know, homelessness, or they're talking about you know, race, which is a funny one, because it's like, hey, you guys know maybe 10 people that would be considered minorities, and you guys are also extra nice to them and like extra friendly to them, which is also weird, because you're going out of your way to prove that you are not racist by being extra nice and weird to the families that you deem, you know, minorities, which is just like the weirdest reverse kind of back end way of being somewhat racist. It's I don't know. And like, I'm just standing there, and I was drinking back then too, so I was also drunk, but just like, I don't get involved in those conversations. One time I almost jumped in on the conversation, and I was way too fucking hammered to be talking about it. It was, you know, they were talking about religion and just Jesus. These two guys are having an argument about fucking Jesus Christ and religion. And I almost jumped in, hammered, at my girlfriend at the time's fucking house. And I think she just like grabbed me, was just like, hey, like maybe don't. And I was like, yeah, that's absolutely correct. The one time that you were, you know, that you had a good thought while we were drinking. Yeah, dude, could you imagine jumping in with a fucking, you know, a girlfriend's family about like a religious father, and you're just like, hey, I think Christians are pedophiles. Yeah, you know, hey, I'm all for the being a good person part, but you know, I stop short of the fucking kids and taking people's money. That's just me. If you guys want to get involved in that, that's fine. You just start fucking accusing them all of being, you know, being pedophiles, and just, you know, fucking supporting pedophilia. Dude, that's great. That's fucking fun. Just at a girlfriend's house. That's how you end a fucking relationship, by the way. I mean, you might have to, you know, an uncle might fucking hit you illegally. And by hitting you illegally, I mean just sucker punch you or something, or just like, you know, throw you through the front window. But yeah, just if you want to get out of the relationship, just, you know, just go to a Thanksgiving or a Christmas dinner, and just you know, go on a 9/11 rant and accuse them all of being murderers, and just and, you know, and like hiding behind the truth, and call them all pedophiles and Satanists. And, yeah, just really fucking dive into a rant. And they like try to cut you off and try to help you out. There's like, oh, no, he's had too much to drink. I was just like, I thought you might say that. I've been drinking. I brought these specifically. These are non-alcoholic beers. And I've had about 8 or 9 of these for you guys to think I've been drinking. I'm dead sober, motherfucker. And you know what? You're a Satanist, pedophile, fucking Nazi. So what are we going to do? What are we gonna do, Uncle Jim? We taking this outside or what? Yeah. You start the fight with her uncle. That's a good way to get out of a relationship. Or, the girl's equally as mentally ill as you are and she's kind of into it. And then you guys just have crazy psychotic sex that night and you guys just end up getting married and having 2 kids and, buying a nice big house. And then you guys both fucking, fall out of love and one of you guys commits murder-suicide. Very, very death-themed podcast this week. We just kind of go and we figure out what kind of theme it's going to be for the week as we're doing it. And it's a very death-themed thing of taking your own life, taking others' lives, and that's what we're all on this planet to do. Is eventually to take your own life or to take other people's lives. And the fact that you got to think that you can you only think that you could take away somebody's life by killing them. That is not true. That's a nice way to do it. There's ways that you can take away people's lives while they're still alive, and it's much worse and it's much sadder to see because you'll see a guy that had once had hopes and dreams, and was he ever gonna fulfill those dreams or succeed in them or accomplish them? No, he wasn't, because he's a fucking he lacked any discipline or talent or actual ambition and drive, but he had them. And that was enough for him because it provided hope. And along came this woman that would suck his cock. And for him, that was enough. He was like, hey, that's great. This lady is willing to, put my dick in her throat. And as far as I'm concerned, that's enough for me because this is a special lady. Not a lot of ladies will do that. Actually, 0 will do that. She was the first one to do it, and by God, she'll probably be the last. That I'm not paying for and doing it in a parking lot behind a very, very gross bar. A bar that lost its health and safety license 2 years ago, but is just continuing to operate. And we all just don't say anything about it. So I can either, get sucked off there by the one whore we have in town, or just get married to this lady that's constantly putting on more and more weight and getting more and more aggressive with her with her dissatisfaction of life and taking it out on others in public and taking it out on me and the children and just generally making everybody's life a hell around her. Because she is also unhappy that she married a guy that is also getting fit. Literally like that. Like this is what life is for most people. Is they just they're just fucking going around doing shit and then fucking they got hopes and dreams that they fucking never actually pursue because they're they're just afraid and they never deal with their addictions or their mental health. And they never, allow themselves to be themselves, or they never find out who they are. So they never, they never give themselves the time to figure out who they are. And then they just find somebody that's willing to fuck them on a consistent basis. And then, they convince themselves that they're in love. And they probably, there's probably something there, but they probably are not, in deep love. And then they just get married. They sign contracts that say that, everything's now they're just one entity and that's a problem. And then they just have a couple kids, which also complicates the things because now, hey, you got 2 fucking living things or more or less. Don't have 1 kid, but or less or more. And then they just, put on a bunch of weight and, watch Netflix till the end of time. And they just don't even, they barely like each other anymore. Every now and then they fucking, they both feel good for a little bit because they're, they got a little too drunk one night and, the alcohol is flowing and they're just like, at this point, they would fuck a beanbag chair. But, they have the second best thing and the second closest thing, and that's their wife or husband. It's pretty much it's a carbon copy of a fucking beanbag chair at this point. And they just, they just slam genitals together and they pass out, and that'll be their sex for this quarter of the year. They have sex maybe 4 times a year at this point, much less than they did before, where it was every every month. And then they just try to watch TV shows and, spend some time together because they're supposed to. And then at the end of it all, they just, they do their best to raise their kids, but they can't, they're not very good at it. So they're pretty much just just managing their time, just like taking their kids places and paying for stuff, which is, to an extent a decent parent, because, they didn't fucking either kill the kid or leave it, which I will take a hard stance on and go out on a, very flimsy limb and say that would be bad parenting to kill your child. Not good parenting. Or abandoning the child young. Also not the best parenting. Abandoning it older, when they're, say, let's 16, 17, I say good parenting. Give him a chip on his shoulder or her shoulder. Be like, hey, I'll come back and talk to you at 30 if you've done something with your life. If that doesn't light a fire under their butt, then, what will? They were destined to be a loser anyway. You don't want to be involved with a loser kid. And then they just, ride it out. And then, dude, it's so wild to see two old people that are just in love. And it's not that new fucking love where people old people are at, they're in a old folks home and they're just it's like his new girlfriend because his wife died. And he's just yeah, dude, I'm just fucking broads in here because, we're all fucking widowed. That's not that kind of old love, where it's, grandpa fucking, I'm trying to think of just the oldest name possible. Grandpa fucking, oh God, fucking brain is not fucking working today. I've had 100 coffees and I can't see. I do that every day, by the way. Now I just get up and I just drink coffee until I have Parkinson's and I can't see. I literally just try to give myself caffeine poisoning every single day, and I succeed a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of a fucking old guy's name right now. All right, I don't want to say my fucking grandpa's name because I don't know. Fuck it, Gilbert. Okay, Gilbert, and never Gilbert. And he's just he's just banging broads at the fucking old folks home, and not that kind of love. Not that kind of old love. We're saying people that have been married for 60 years. It's what the fuck? People that are in their 80s and they're just yeah, we've been married for 60 years. It's oh my God. And they're just sitting there holding hands. Or they're kissing each other, or they get up and dance. They get up and dance, dude? 60 years later? These two are dancing with each other? That's crazy, bro. That's insane. That's the most beautiful thing in the world. It's less beautiful when you think about how many times throughout their lives they've thought about the other one dying tragically and how great that would be. Because, a relationship, especially for that long, they've had some wild thoughts about each other. And oftentimes throughout those 60 years, they've thought that it wouldn't be such a bad thing if the other one drops dead. And that's just a real thing. And that's fine. Sometimes when you're in love, you think about your significant other being killed in a car crash and how that wouldn't be the worst thing to happen. And that's just all a part of being in love. And you get through it. Maybe you guys connect over another new TV show. Maybe, you guys both got into Squid Games, which I don't know what that is. And I haven't seen it, but people are obsessed with it. Maybe you guys, you were planning on, maybe pushing your girlfriend into the subway tracks by accident. Air quotes, by accident. Next time you guys went downtown, but you guys watched Squid Games together and were both so into it and started cuddling and shit that, you ditched all those plans. You crumpled up the, the legal pad paper, the yellow legal pad paper, and tossed it away. You took it directly outside to the garbage. That's how, you didn't want to, you don't want to risk it of throwing it in the garbage in the kitchen. But yeah, it's hilarious to think about because dude, couple of 80-year-olds that have been together for 60 years and they're just in love and they're just like dancing or just like holding hands and like kiss each other. Oh my God. So beautiful. And then how sad is it going to be when in a couple of years, one of them dies and the other one is just sad as fuck for like maybe a year or two. And then he or she's at an old folks home and is just like, hey, I'm going to do some fucking. And then they just start fucking everybody else's grandparents. And that's what I imagine old folks homes are. And I'm probably not wrong, you know? It's, you know, what else are you going to do in there, dude? You know, you got to bend fucking Beatrice over the backgammon table and, you know, show her what's up. It's like you were with the same woman for the last, 52 years and she finally kicked the bucket. So now it's Beatrice's turn to get some of this fucking dick. I did not expect this podcast to, turn into me talking about an old man bending an old lady over a backgammon table. But this is, this is what this show is, okay? This is how we end. We're just, we're figuring it out. We're figuring out everything that needs to be figured out. And today we needed to talk about, old people fucking, I guess. I don't make the rules. I just fucking, turn on the fucking microphones and the cameras and the lights and whatever God wants me to start talking, whatever Jesus wants me to start talking about, I start talking about, okay? Dude, there's this guy I saw on TikTok, and God, I love TikTok for shit like this. Dude, there's this preacher from Tempe, Arizona named like Steven Anderson, bro. And this clip I saw, I could not believe that this was a legitimate fucking like sermon that he was giving. And he's not even like, dude, he's doing like Jesus themed stand up. He's literally just going for laughs. It's crazy to see. I'll play a little bit of this fucking psycho. But the dude, this guy like, and they cut the clip off on TikTok, obviously, because they would not be allowed to, the video probably would have got pulled, I'll say, because this guy just goes, here, I wonder if I'll be able to fucking find it. Steven Anderson, let's see this. Oh my God. Okay. There's a whole fucking. All right. Okay. He's got a whole section of TikTok. So that's where we're going, folks. This is why you come to this show, because we just went from old people fucking to now we're going to listen to this absolute fucking lunatic. Dude, go on a fucking rant about, so he's a Christian, I believe. It's a good Christian boy, a man of God, a man of Jesus, and that means that he's a good person, right? So he is talking about gay people, and as you would imagine, he has some he's got some fun thoughts on gay folks, on the gay community, and he is giving this video. Dude, is this it?
I want them to be happy as much as I'm happy. You know what I mean? But what I don't want them to be is a filthy
favorite crazy Christian.
Dude, okay, so that was so he's using the term gay to mean happy, right? As people on the playground used to do. It's just like, oh, I'm gay. It's just like, oh, you're gay. And it's just like, hey, you can't say it. It's like, no, I meant happy. So he's doing that. He's doing a little play on the different meanings of the word gay. So he's saying that after taking a hard anti-gay stance, he then goes on to say that he's like, People said, what would you think if you had a gay child? And he said, he's like, I hope I've got gay kids. I hope my kids are, gay as hell. I hope my kids are gay as the day is long. I hope my kids are, as gay as, fucking long as Jesus' cock is. I hope as gay as Mother Mary's ass is nice. I think those are some sayings he might have said. And then he just goes, I hope they're gay. But what he's like, I want them to be gay. Talking about happy. He's like, but what I won't allow them to be is a filthy fucking. And he uses the word that I'm not gonna, let fly right now. I don't need that, I don't need that backlash taken out of context and me screaming filthy on this podcast. But dude, he
so funny when you hear Christians talk about, did you know that churches are going to be forced to hire sodomites? I'm thinking to myself, no one could ever force me to hire a sodomite, ever. No one could ever force me to do that. Well, yeah, they'll make a law, and I'll break the law. Because you think I'm going to hire sodomites? You think I'm going to allow... Well, you're not allowed to ban sodomites from your church. Yes, I am. No homos will ever be allowed in this church as long as I'm the pastor, period. I will step down. I will disband the church before worshiping with sodomites.
Sodomites is actually a hard as fuck term for for gay people. Sodomites. What?
No queers allowed in this church. And all God's people said, amen. There's no queers allowed.
I can't do it with the music. Dude, please tell me there's a drop to this.
Is that even legal? Against such, there is no law. No homos will ever be allowed on this church as long as I'm the pastor here.
Oh my god. Oh, dude, this is my new favorite thing ever now. Just this crazy psycho screaming anti-gay stuff at his church while EDM plays in the background.
Why'd you explain this, huh? Why'd you explain this crap to me? Huh? Why'd you explain to me why the leaders of the Fundamental Baptist movement are supporting Born That Way Ministries and, don't say sodomites, that's you offend me. You offend me with your queer-loving doctrine. You offend me with your watered-down compromise. You offend me when you bring the police chief and the mayor and the congressman across your pulpit and praise the wicked, and then you...
Oh, my God, dude. This guy is fucking out of his mind, dude. I love him. Dude, I need,
Favorite crazy Christian video.
One of your children turns out to be gay. I'm like, I hope they all turn out to be gay. I want them to be happy as much as I'm happy. You know what I mean? But what I don't want them to be is a filthy...
Oh my God, dude. I want that clip so bad of him fucking saying that. But yeah, we don't need to we don't need to spread anti-gay hate speech on this podcast, okay? If you want that, you can go to Steven Anderson's his sermons online. He's got a lot of good information there. I think you guys should check it out. Dude, like he literally talks about how he just harasses people and like how it's a good thing. He's just getting banned, but I love how like people are like just banning him. Like they're like, yeah, he's banned from Ireland and banned from... Dude, how do you get banned from Ireland? Such a Catholic place. And even they were just like, hey, bro, too much. Way too much, dude. You can't say, I don't want my kids to be a filthy fucking on a live stream. Hey, dude, don't go on YouTube live stream and scream the word... You guys keep trying to, I know you didn't ask me to bring this topic up, but you guys keep trying to trap me into saying the word, and I'm not going to say it, okay? I think I have said it before on this podcast, but I will not say that one, right now. If you want me to say that, you come to me in person, and I will say that to you. I will call you that if you're into it. If we're in bed together, guy or girl, and you ask me to call you that, I will. Not the N-word. I will not call you that in bed. Okay. Yeah. But what? Where's the? He gets to. Yeah. They're like, Ireland was just like, hey, dude, you can't come here, because he says. What? What? I hope this quote is taken in a weird context thing, but U.S. pastor Steven Anderson says gay people should be executed for an AIDS-free Christmas. What is that? An AIDS-free Christmas. Oh. What do we have here? Christian U.S. pastor who prayed for Obama's death and celebrated Orlando gay club massacre becomes the first person banned from Ireland. The server of the network. Oh, okay. Well, they, I think they've tried to scrub some of this guy's stuff from the, from the interwebs, and maybe that's a good thing. Because if this falls into the hands of the wrong people, it could spread some bad ideas.
Jeremiah chapter 16, the Bible reads in verse number 1, the word of the Lord came also unto me, saying, Thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither shalt thou have sons or daughters in this place. For thus saith the Lord concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their
Bro, this shit is boring as fuck, huh? 2 minutes in, what assholes are going and sitting here for an hour and listening to this fucking garbage? And Jeremiah said that, no wife should, whatever should bring kids into this world unless they're just, a bunch of straight white people that, are just here to spread the word of God. And, you can't be homosexual or black. And actually, I don't think he said that. But, I've studied the Bible. I know what he was inferring. And he was inferring that, being black and or homosexual is no good. And, you got to be white and from the South. And who is going to this event?
Now, in the book of Jeremiah, we see this over and over again. I didn't cherry pick this scripture and say, hey, let's just go to Jeremiah 16 tonight because it really gives the message that I want to give for my own personal agenda.
Yeah, you did.
This was ordained over 4 months ago. When I decided to preach through the book of Jeremiah, here we just happen to be in Jeremiah 16. And I don't think that it's some kind of an act of God or...
Crazy, bro. Fuck that. After the shooting in Orlando, the nightclub, which killed 50 people and left another 50 injured, Anderson expressed his joy that there were 50 less pedophiles in the world. What? He also managed to pepper his homophobia with a touch of Islamophobia. That's nice. I like when people mix spices. Like I said earlier with the, trying to spice up my my mullet a little bit, with a little extra sauce, a little extra spice. I like when people, pile on their phobias. A little homophobia, a little Islamophobia, a little, transphobia. We'll mix that in there. We'll mix in a little fat phobia in there. I'm a fat phobe myself, self-proclaimed. Thank you very much. Fat phobe. Not of other fat people, just of myself being fat. Dude, speaking of that, we'll get off this fucking lunatic. Dude, speaking of fat phobia, the people have lost their goddamn minds with Adele, bro. Hey, Adele is fucking killing it, okay? And people are fucking pissed that she is now healthy and happy. And people are like, hey, fuck you. You're supposed to be a fat cow like the rest of us. You don't just get to be, incredibly talented, insanely rich, famous, and then also, improve your life both physically and mentally. That's fucking bullshit, okay? You get to have a couple of those things, but you still have to be a fat, fucking miserable cow like the rest of us. People are furious that she has gotten in shape and is now a healthy person, both physically and mentally. I mean, she had to pay a pretty fucking penny to get her mental health to a place. And, one of the legends of men, her, dude, imagine what a nightmare fucking this guy was that Adele was like, sure, I'll give you $100 million. Just fuck off. Her ex-husband. I mean, I don't know what the fuck happened there, but the fact that she just paid that much to get rid of this fucking guy, this guy's a hero, bro. He is the most annoying person on the fucking planet, and that is so cool. Imagine being so fucking terrible and annoying of a guy that your wife gives you $100 million. Dude, that's awesome. I want to do that. I want to annoy somebody and be so generally, just horrible to be around that somebody will pay me $100 million to fuck off. That's awesome. That's a goal of mine. That I won't achieve, and I won't, take steps towards, and, try to actually, accomplish. And, I'll just, get a fucking wife and get fat with her. And then, we'll fucking have kids that we don't like and, blow each other's brains out. But dude, it's insane. So she gets rid of this fucking terrible, whatever, relationship. This guy pays him off, just gives him a fuck ton of money. It's just like, hey, fuck off. She decides to take her physical and fucking mental health seriously, gets into the best shape of her life, and, looks great. She looks amazing. And, to an extent, it is always kind of weird, when fat people get skinny. They look like a different person, and, sometimes, they look better, I guess, but she looks better comparatively, and of course, she doesn't look real in this picture on the left here. I'll put up on the screen, but because it's a Vogue cover, so that's obviously not what she looks like, but she looks better. Okay, she's not, she's fine. She looks healthier. Okay, and but yeah, how about those people that are fat and then they get really in shape and skinny, but they're just still ugly? It's like, damn, that sucks. Well, enjoy the health benefits, because you didn't get the the looks didn't come with it. And just like, I exercised to look good. It's like, well, fuck. Keep exercising then. Let's hope. Let's hope something happens. Let's hope you exercise your way into a couple of surgeries. And, get you tightened up a little bit. But yeah, she gets into a fucking incredible shape, and people are calling her, it's fat phobic that she's a healthy person now. Hey, what the fuck are you talking about? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. She's a fat phobe. All right. Okay. Then what? There's well, fuck her. She's, She what was wrong with her being fat? She was unhealthy and felt like shit and didn't want to be fat anymore. It was probably affecting her mental health and her physical health, and decided that, hey, instead of killing myself and wasting my God-given talent, why don't I just exercise and eat properly and turn this ship around? Everyone's like, well, I don't think that that's cool because I can't do that. Yeah, of course you can. I was like, yeah, but well, no, actually I can't because, I've got a job and I got a wife that I don't like, and I got kids. And it's like, well, hey, you're fucked. All right. You still got time. Okay. You're just a lazy fucking fat piece of shit. And instead of wanting to hear that, and you're a talentless, ambitionless fucking piece of garbage that, can't get your ass off the couch, can't stop watching every goddamn series that comes out on Netflix. Instead of getting your life together, you're going to rewatch Friends. You got to check out Squid Games. Instead of doing that, instead of getting your life together, you fucking are pissed off that another person got in shape. Hey, just do it yourself. So screaming about, what are these fat bitches talking about? Imagine being fucking upset that somebody else lost weight. That's crazy. Wow. Wow, you're mentally ill. Oh, so you're physically and mentally ill. Holy fuck. Dude, if you're fat, at least be a nice person. At least try to, keep a good mental space. You can't be fat and a dick and an idiot. Seriously, what? You're going to be fat and a fucking, and gross mentally? You're already fat and gross physically. Don't be fat and gross mentally. Come on. Get your fucking mind in shape and get your body in shape. You're a piece of shit. No one wants to be around you. You fucking dork. But yeah, so people, and then I saw this, the New York Post, which is just like, it is what it is. But just as headlines, hilarious. It's like, why Adele's 2 to 3 times a day workout regimen is way too much, experts say. Right. On the other side of Adele's intense workout routine, there may be some long-term health risks. And since the 33-year-old bluesy bombshell revealed to Vogue that she's become addicted to exercising 2 to 3 times per day, medical experts warn that subscribing to an extreme fitness regimen could have adverse effects on a body's muscles, joints, and immune system. Yeah, adverse effects. You know what the effects will be? Your muscles will become stronger and healthier. Your joints will work better and become healthier as well. And your immune system will actually become better and healthier as well. Those are the adverse effects. Is that okay? Are those effects okay with you? Is that something you think you can you think you can handle? We don't want to fuck you up too bad by improving your life significantly. We don't want to, the experts are warning you against these effects, okay? It's like, hey, you might, this might cause you to become too healthy and feel too good, okay? Are you prepared for that? I'm just saying you got to think about this seriously. You don't want that to happen, right? That's fucking dangerous. It's dangerous. You can't be that talented and then also become extremely physically and, mentally healthy, because you might just become a fucking dick because you just feel so goddamn good. Are you prepared for that? Maintaining a moderate exercise routine is an essential component of leading a healthy lifestyle. So listen to this. So it says experts say. Here's the expert. WebMD's chief medical officer, John White. And then he says, but working out 2 to 3 times a day is way too much. Holy fuck. Let's look at what this fucking idiot looks like. Dude, where is this fucking guy? There's got to be a picture of him or something. Look at this fucking idiot. Look at this fucking dumb idiot. Oh, somebody's got a little belly. Oh, look what we got here. Uh-oh, I found out why somebody's upset that she's working out 2 to 3 times a week and looks, or 2 to 3 times a day and looks great. Because somebody's got a little belly and a set of tits. Oh, look at them tits, bud. Hey, John White. Nice tits. I like your fucking racks, pal. You got a set of fucking Thanksgiving hams hanging off the fucking front of your chest. Now that's a dry bird. Speaking of some dry breasts, turkey breasts, you got some dry breasts, right up there below your chin. Nice fucking tits, pal. Yeah, so we figured out why he thinks it's too much is because he is out of shape. What a fucking idiot. 2 to 3 times per day. Hey, ever heard of an athlete? Have you heard of this thing called an athlete before, John? Athletes tend to work out multiple times a day. They're training. People work physically demanding jobs and then go to the gym afterwards. Hey, dude, if you went to school for medicine and the medical field, you would understand that there are certain practices that after you exercise that allows your body to recover, so that actually all the exercise you did is extremely beneficial. Stretching, there is foam rolling, so myofascial release. And I mean, of course, I don't have to explain these to you because you're a medical doctor that works in the in one of the highest positions that you could possibly get, the chief medical officer at a website that tells everybody they got cancer. WebMD is just like, hey, like they're just like, oh, I got a little bump on my skin on my fucking like on my wrist, and they're just like, oh, well, you got fucking stage 7 cancer. Like that's not even a stage of cancer. It's like, well, you have it, so might as well kill yourself now. Throw yourself off a building. You got stage 7 cancer. They're just like, I don't know. Then you go get it checked out by a real fucking doctor, and they're just like, oh, yeah, that's like, it's a fucking skin tag or whatever the fuck. And you're just like, oh, well, WebMD told me I should throw myself off a building. He's like, well, yeah, maybe you should also consider that too. But yeah, so working out 2 to 3 times a day is way too much. Also, dude, she's just a fucking rich girl. Like, dude, she's rich and she fucking, she had to give a guy $100 million. Let her do some battle ropes and toss some kettlebells around a couple times a day to not fucking, go crazy thinking about having to pay somebody that much fucking money. That's insane. Let's see what else this guy says. Excessive exercise often results in a plethora of overuse injuries. Hey, you stretch and dude, she can afford the most like extensive and intensive like post-workout fucking care. She can afford massages literally fucking 24 hours a day. She could have somebody fucking rubbing her down. She can afford fucking hot stone massage. She can afford cupping. She can afford physiotherapy. She can afford chiropractics. She can afford fucking all of this stuff, all of this physical treatment. I think she can handle doing jumping jacks fucking a couple times a day. I think she can handle hopping in a spin class in the morning and in the afternoon. For the love of Christ, are you like, what is happening? When we work out, we're putting stress on our muscles, bones, and organs, he said. If we don't give those parts of our body a chance to heal after use, their function can begin to deteriorate. What a fucking dumb fuck, dude. Dude, she's not doing it every day. What, you don't think she takes a fucking Sunday off to watch football? Of course she does. She's a British woman. British women love the NFL. Okay? She probably sits on her ass all day on Sunday and eats wings and fucking bags of chips like the rest of us and fucking mozzarella sticks. Okay? So she's got Sunday off. Relax, bro. She's not fucking working out 20 times a day every single day. She's not trying to, she's not trying to bench press herself to death. Chill out, fucking John White. He notes that serial exercising can decrease body's immune function as well. When you're overdoing it at the gym, it stresses your body and muscles. Your body then produces cortisol in response to that chronic stress. He added, and elevated levels of cortisol can suppress the immune system ability to ward off disease. Then it says, but in the case of the Hello Harmonizer, I hate when they do that. They're like referencing some artist and they just like you're reading this and you have no idea who the fuck it is, and they're just like, oh, in the case of the, since we're talking about the with Drake, they'll just be like, as the Hotline Bling rapper says, they just pick one song out of this person's fucking things, and you're just like, oh, I know who this is. They're the person that sings that song. Yeah. I read 90% of this article and I didn't know who it was, but if she sings Hello. Oh, okay, I know who this is. She was the fat bitch. Oh, fuck her. She should have stayed fat. Her newfound affinity for physical fitness has contributed to her 100-pound weight loss over the past 2 years, and she credits her emotional wellness to her obsession with breaking a sweat. Yeah, dude, that's how it works. The gym became my time, Adele told Vogue, and added that she did not follow any specific diets despite previous reports, so she just ate what she wanted and exercised. So it sounds like she did the healthiest fucking shit for herself mentally and physically, and the world continues to tell her to go fuck herself. And ain't that just how it is? Don't fucking do anything to improve yourself, okay? It makes other people feel uncomfortable. Betas, right? You gotta be alphas, okay? No, fuck that. Alphas are fucking pieces of shit. You gotta be betas, and you gotta not improve yourself, and you gotta find some chick or some guy that's willing to fucking slam genitals with you, and you guys just get married and have kids and fucking just suck it up, all right? And hate your life with the rest of us. Don't you dare get in fucking good shape mentally and physically. That's fucking bullshit, okay? You gotta be depressed and fat like the rest of us. That's how it works. That's how life works, okay? You fucking pieces of garbage. Fuck you. I hope Adele gets fat again. I hope she just puts on 400 pounds. Everyone's just like, good. Good, we'll allow you to speak again. Keep that skinny shit fucking... Keep this fucking piece of shit off of Vogue. You can come back to Vogue when you're fucking 800 pounds, all right, lady? Fuck you. All right, well, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go watch more football. Whatever. That was a fun episode. We ranted a little bit, a little rant, a little talk, a little hang. Last week's episode was awesome. Loved having Lieben in and, set up. We're back in the old studio, a.k.a., also known as my bedroom, the masturbation zone. This is where all the masturbating goes down, fellas. That's not true. I do it outdoors. So yeah, we'll hang. Lieben will pop in every now and then. We'll have more episodes. He was great. Look out for we'll do some videos together and stuff like that. So make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, and that's good. And subscribe to the podcast as well. Make sure you download the episodes. We will be back next week with another grand necessary episode of everybody's favorite podcast, the Smart Ass Podcast. Start your week off with just the mental image of an old man bending an old lady over a backgammon table and just really giving it to Gertrude. You know what I mean? All right. See you next week.